Hello everyone on Talk About Autism, Jack Dove here. I've just come back from the Cranfield University Open Day, and as always, knowledge can only help me, it can. And I feel comfortable there, and I know I will fit in just fine. Really a lot, still quite a few uncertainties. I won't get the timetable until the day I start, October the 6th, but I'm willing to accept that. I will work the timetable in as I get it. But I have some of the important issues out of the way. I found someone who can help me with the maths and go over assignment work, and I've met one of the others who's going to be doing the course and the astronautics course. So, and I've heard about one or two of the others who are going to do it, and they look like nice people, and they sound very interested in what I do. Who speaking to them, speaking to students themselves, is the way forward. It is only those who have done it themselves can truly help you. They can. And the guy who's going to help me with my maths, he's done the pre-masters too, and very nice chap indeed he was. I look forward to working with him. Janjoa, I can't pronounce his name properly, but my bachelor's degree is almost finished. I just have to send in the EMA for TXR 120 and finish up the EMA for T450. So really it's coming to an end, the bachelor's is. Certainly was a feeling of overload. There was finding out what's going to be doing on the astronautics course. I mean, you just wonder how you're going to be able to do this, but I have a better idea of how the course is going to play out. By the end of August 2016 I'll be finished with my thesis, and one of the guys who's doing the course had an interesting topic based on something at Stevenage, using a harpoon to tow an old satellite out of orbit. But I mean, I'm sure I can find a topic that will interest me. There will be a selection presented to us, or I can use my own. I'm a bit uncertain about the project for the pre-masters course, but that will come later. It will. Don't worry about the things I haven't been taught yet. I'm getting ahead of myself. I'm worrying about things I haven't even been taught yet. I will be taught what to know and how to do things when I start the course. So don't worry about things like choosing a topic too soon. But they did say it's a good idea to get it in your head so that you can plan for it. Planning ahead is never a bad thing, but what you have to remember is you must know how far to plan ahead and what areas. If you plan ahead too many things ahead, when they have to change, you'll find yourself stuck in a rut. So the best thing is you have to know which areas to plan. You have to first, and you have to remember when you read stuff about like a module. I mean, I read the leaflets I did today, and I noticed things I haven't really taken on board before. You have to have the right state of mind. You have to have a clear perspective. You have to on what you're reading. You have to, and how to take it on board. But I feel confident at Cranfield that I will be able to mingle with people, because I mean, when you're autistic, you find it hard to not mingle with people. But they said one guy who did the pre-masters course was dyslexic, and yet he passed and hadn't done any maths past the GCSE level like I haven't. So I will pass. But anyway, it won't be any worse than Tesco's. And anyway, and the guy who done the astronautics course, he spent 3 years working in a place selling sunglasses of all places, rather than before going into engineering. So I mean, look at me. I've worked on supermarkets. I have. People are no different than me, and the people at Cranfield will be willing to bond with me. They will. I told them about my interests I like, which are quite comparable to astronauts, and there's a running and cycling club at Cranfield, and they have 10-pin bowling trips. They do, so they will give me. That's the way, to bond with people. You have to bond in a way which works for you. It does. You have to. If you can't bond with them in an experience that you'll all enjoy, or you won't be able to. So really, bowling, I know I'll be able to bond with people. I mean, it will take me a while to open up completely, but the starting point is there. It is. So Cranfield, if I'm willing to work hard, they will be willing to help me, and everything is in place. It is, and they want me to succeed. It wasn't really that way at Hatfield. It wasn't, and we didn't really receive the kind of guidance as we've gotten here. And my needs assessment was much more thorough. It was very a proper assessment of my needs. By doing exercises and puzzles, that's how you identify the type of autism someone has. So really I'm just sharing my opinions and how things are going for me, and how how to help people overcome their difficulties with autism. So I'll put my next update on probably around after September the 2nd when I send in my 2 EMAs. So that will be the end of my bachelor's, at least until I get my marks in November, and I'll be about to go to America, to Orlando, Florida. Hopefully I'll see a rocket launch this time. Also, as for scuba diving, I'm now just down to practicing my techniques in the water, and they're going quite well, except I need to practice fin pivoting to not using my air so much. But I'm better than I was when I started, and whatever difficulties I run into with the people I work with who teach me, I just have to remember, but whatever you gain from it, you're better than you were before. I mean, even when I went to Hatfield, even though I was only there for 2 weeks and I didn't complete the course, I was still better when I came out, because I have learned from the experience on how to apply those lessons I've learned to make it work at Cranfield this time, so that I can follow the people who I've watched go into space, like the ones on the STS-135 mission and Tim Peake. Whatever you learn from going to university, even if it is only brief, and if you don't succeed, you will always be better than you were when you come out. You'll be better than you were when you went in. When you come out, you'll be better, because the lessons you learn will help you improve your knowledge of life experiences and all that stuff. So anyway, until September the 2nd, this is Jack Dove. I hope you all like my presentation.